Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to Fortron Academy. My name is Harshwats, and today we will be talking about creating dim table for data model in Power BI desktop. If you are aware about the star schema technique, you would know about the dim table, that why it is required for data analyzation in Power BI desktop. So Power BI desktop is an analytical tool that will help you in understanding your data set through visualization in different models. Now let us go further and talk about the points to be discussed in this video. So in this video we will cover mainly four topics. In the first topic we will talk about how to create a new folder in query section. In the second point we will talk about how to make a new reference query. In the third topic we will talk about how to transfer a new query into different query folder. In the fourth we will tell you how to import new data into query section. So these are the points we will talk about in this video. Now let's go to the Power BI desktop and see how could we do all those things. Now we are in Power BI desktop in a Power Query editor section. So if you want to know about how this interface works of Power Query editor, you can go to my previous videos and look how does this Power Query editor function. If you want to know more about the applied step which I have done with this data, that I have how I have changed the uh, now we are in Power Query. Now we are in Power BI desktop in a Power Query editor interface. If you want to learn more about the interface, you can go to my previous videos and learn how does this interface works. And if you want to know how I have sorted this bad data into a good data, you can go to my previous videos and see how I have converted this bad data into good data through several steps, and each step will be explained in a different video, like unpivoting, pivoting, filtering, removing rows, replacing values. All this will be covered in my previous video. But in this video, we will talk about creating a dim table for our data set. So how do we do that? So in the first point, we will be talking about creating a folder in a query section. Just right click in here, you will see a new query. You have to just click on the new group. Then the new group will open up. So what's the name of a new group? I want to make a dim region. Then I click on OK. So you could see the new group has been opened up. Now we want to make a reference query of this population combined, because I have changed a lot of things in a population combined. Now I don't want to make a duplicate because it will give me the same applied step that I've done in this thing. I want to make a reference because it will be a new file out of this file, in which this file will become a source file. So how to do that? Just click on a population combined. After that, right click on it. Make a reference. Just click on it. You will see the new file will open up, that is population combined 2. So it will take a few seconds to get compiled. While at this time we could transfer this file into a dim region. How to do that? You just have to click on a population combined 2, just drag and drop in a dim region. You will see the file has been transferred to the dim region. So it will take a few seconds more to see that the file we created is a reference file of this file. So now you could see the difference between a reference, because as I have created a reference table, you can see the source file here, no applied step, which can be seen in population combined, because the population combined file will become a reference for it. If I want to delete this population combined, it cannot be deleted because it has created a reference. Let me show you that it cannot be deleted. I will right click on it. After that, when I click on delete, now you can see the query cannot be deleted because it has created a reference. So we should close it now, not get back to the reference file, which is a now become a source file for another dim table. So we have to create a dim table for a region in our data set, which we have talked in a previous videos. We have to create a dim region file for our data set. So in that file, location is important. That could be turned into a country ID because it's a country ID. We can double click on it. After that, we can change its name, country ID. Then enter. The name will be changed of this column. After that, location, which is a country. I will double click on it. Country. That's a spelling mistake. Then the name will be changed into country. These two things will be required for the dim region, while the year, age group, gender is not necessary and population is not necessary. So I will delete all these columns. How could I do that? You could easily go into the manage column, click on choose column, then click on choose column. Then you will see all these columns that are present in your data is shown in this region. Then I will unclick on year, age group, gender, population. After that, I will click on OK. You will see the other column will be removed from your data set. The only column that will be left in your data set will be country ID and country. It will take a few seconds. Now we have country ID and country. Now we need more information about the region. As I have talked into my previous video about the star schema, we have to create a DIM region table. So for that we need more information. So to import the data, we click on new source file, go into the text and CSV section where we import our data that is required for DIM region. Now click on the desktop where I have saved that source file. After that, code country region. So this is the data I required. That is a text file. When I click on OK, it will connect with the Power BI desktop. It will take a few seconds till it forms a dialog box. So I have imported data. You could see our data in here in column 1 and column 2. This data doesn't make any sense because the delimiter is a fixed width. So we have to change the delimiter now. So which delimiter should we choose? Because you could see there is always a gap between two things. You could go in a tab. When I click on tab, you will see our data is in a very good sense. In the particular 5 column, the data is distributed equally. When I click on OK now, the data will be imported into our query section. Now you could see that your data has been imported into the Power BI desktop. Now we have to make this row 1 as a column header because it has not been done by the Power Query editor, which is quite easy. It's quite easy and I have covered in the previous video as well how to do that. Just click on the row 1 and click on use first row as header. You'll see the column heading would be changed into CCA2, all these things. So now we have to make changes into our data. Now this name would be changed into a country code. Just double click on it, COUNTRY country code. Then click on enter. So you could see this hash, but this hash is also when you click on population combined, this hash is also a country ID. So I have to change this hash into a country ID. So I have changed this name into country ID. Now in your mind the question must arouse that why I would have given this name country ID which is same as I have given the name in a population combined region. So it is given because this is both country ID. That one is capital, this one is small. Again I have to make few changes in this. I have to make it capital. I have to make it capital so it can be easily compiled. So all these things are not required. I could delete the name. So remove column. A3 is also not required. A2 is also not required. I would delete all those column also. Now you could see the country code is available and country ID is available. But you could also take it further and the country ID will come first. After that country code will appear. That I have to do manually, which will be covered in our next video. So with this point, I am going to end this video and I hope your queries got cleared, and if not, kindly write us in comment section. We will surely get back to you, and if this video helped you in any way, kindly drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe our channel for amazing videos in future. Till then, have a good and amazing day.